We are.
My favorite night is Monday nights. Tune in to the Fling Show. Bye.
Monday nights are Fling Show nights.
Hey everybody, tune into the Fling Show on Mondays. Lone Star just likes it.
My favorite night's Monday night Fling Show night.
Tune into the Fling Show on Monday nights. Luke loves it.
The Fling Show. The Fling Show. Y'all wanna know about the mystery of flight. You wanna hear about the scene done right. So kill your TV and just come outside. We're gonna take you on a beautiful ride. The Fling Show. The Fling Show. The Fling Show. The Fling Show. The Fling Show.
Well, good evening, folks, and welcome to the show. My name is Chris McClung, your host this evening. I'd like to thank my cohort, David Himmeline, for that beautiful music. Once again, thank you so much, Dave, for all that you do. Let's get straight to it. Busy week, and as you can see, the Fling Show is always proud to tell you about our wonderful sponsor, Lone Star Disc. They've been behind the Fling Show since day one, and we have been behind Lone Star since day one as well. We are proud to be sponsored by Lone Star Disc and all the amazing things that they are doing in the disc golf world. And once again, the only disc made and manufactured in the state of Texas. And here's how wonderful they are. Well, as you can see, and maybe if I get myself out of the way here, as you can see, something special kind of happened this week. I think I have, as my wife pointed out, I think I may have set a record that may be very, 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 very difficult to beat, maybe darn well impossible after talking to the Dillards. Yes, this week I was fortunate enough to be on a card with all of the Dillards, Brittany, Sinjin, Travis, and Terry, doing the Lone Star C-Tier Flex on Thursday at Bear Branch, run by Tanner Gerard, one of their wonderful pros on the team. And wouldn't you know it, I decided to take this beautiful disc right here, which is a lariat that we had Lone Star make for us for our Winter League this year. And people who know me know that I love the lariat. And I flicked it air to chains, hole 10, with all of them on the card. And what a special moment that was. What made it even more special is that 3 of them had never seen an ace before, and none of them had ever seen a tournament ace as well. And that was my first as well. But to have all 4 of them on the card and to hit an ace, man, it was amazing. Just a joy. And I want to thank all of the Dillards actually for inviting me and being able to be on that card, because like I said, it's going to be very difficult to beat, because getting all 4 of them on the card is going to be hard enough, and then hitting it is even harder as well. But it was a great moment, and I want to thank you all, especially all the Dillards, and thank y'all for running that tournament on Thursday. So let's get up to what is next for Lone Star Disc, and as you can see, it's up next. This week you have the 7th and the 9th, Nashville, Tennessee. The Music City Open is taking place, sponsored by Lone Star Disc. This is a silver DGPT Elite series, and it is on the tour. So just amazing thing that these guys are doing with Lone Star, traveling all the way up to Nashville, Tennessee. The team's all there. Cannot wait to see how they do. Currently right now, Nico LaCastro is in, I believe, 12th or 13th place right there, and right on that cut line is Emerson Keith. I believe he's at 33rd right now, making the cut line for the finals. So keep your eyes out on that. I know you will. Loaded FPO field. Our own Chrissy Fountain's out there again as well. Look forward to seeing what she does, and all the competitors do. And just before we get to our guest this evening, I've got a taped recording. Unfortunately, I just like to know I edited the whole thing, but it decided not to download in time. It's going to take like 9 hours, and I don't know what's wrong with my computer, and I'm old, and it just doesn't come to me to fix it very well quickly. So I have the full unedited version of the interview that I got to get with Matt Stillwagon earlier on today, while he had a few minutes to go over what is going to be an incredible tour, their minor league disc golf tours, the second part of the tour series for Still Banging. They also have the Appetite for Destruction tour, which is their PDGA events. And of course, now they starting off and kicking off with the Cactus Open, their first event, April the 30th at Little E. And we're going to have Matt telling you all about it, because this is a minor league disc golf tour, something completely different, non-sanctioned by the PDGA. Lots of different formats, lots of fun, new divisions, and no bagging allowed. So you win, you move you up, you get more points. The more points you get, the better prizes you get as well. So tune in just a few minutes, and we're going to get to Matt here in a second. Now, before we do that, we have some really big news. Well, my other partner, who's not here this evening, but should be here next week for the new and improved, the Fling Show is moving. Yes, we are finally moving to Wednesday nights. Cannot wait. This is prime time. Being told, the big bosses told us to move us on up to the #1 slot Wednesday nights at 8 o'clock, middle of the week. Give you everything that's coming up for the weekend, and we'll just bring you the great guests that we have throughout the week as well. But look for us next Wednesday. The Fling Show is moving, and you know where you heard it? You heard it here first. So don't forget, because I'm going to tell you a couple more times before the show's over, and we'll be posting this everywhere we can. But we are finally moving to Wednesday nights. Looking forward to that move. So, folks, what we have this evening is this new adventure that Still Banging is putting on. They're calling it, I should say we're calling it, the Minor League Disc Golf Tour. And as you can see, the first event is going to be the Cactus Open. This event is going to be held in Little E, and it has got a lot of great little intricacies to the tournament format itself. And since we have the man himself to give you the lowdown on it, I spent a few minutes this afternoon with him, and y'all know a few minutes is a few minutes more than we should. I tried to edit it. I warn you now, enjoy. Matt's going to go over what we have in store for you for the Minor League Disc Golf Tour coming up this year. And let me see if I can cue this up. I may catch him in mid-sentence, but here we go. Matt, welcome to the show, sir. Ready to go. So,
okay.
Welcome to the show once again, Mr. Matt Stillwagon. Big things happening coming up. God, I cannot wait. Let the folks know what we got going on.
So, as you know, Still Banging is running 2 tours this year, a PDGA tour and an unsanctioned tour. Tonight, we're talking about the unsanctioned tour, the Minor League Disc Golf Tour. The first event will be April the 30th and will be held at Little Egypt with the awards and a few other fun things going on at Southern Star immediately following the event. This is a different tour format. It's not always going to be the same format all the time. The first, third, and sixth of these events will be indeed singles, traditional tournament play. But we're also going to introduce some other fun formats as well for numbers 2, 4, and 5 as far as that goes. So this first one being at Little Egypt and will be singles. Registration is live for it. Schedule's posted. Everything is ready to go for this one. But the big thing with Minor League Disc Golf Tour is it's the idea of giving a little bit more of a relaxed and yet still competitive format. We're doing a few little different things. We kind of changed the ratings caps for divisions as well to prevent a lot of sandbagging, and doing a few different things on this end to kind of make this tour have a different, more relaxed feel. So there's a lot of things that are available for you to get in on. Southern Star being the big sponsor for this entire tour. Thank you to them. It's a big, big deal for us. We're really looking forward to seeing some good numbers out of this.
Well, let's go ahead and let the folks in on what division's going to be on this tour that we got coming up. As you can see, I've got it posted here to my left. Why don't you go ahead and enlighten us on those as well?
Sure.
Enlighten us.
So the way that it's kind of set up right now, we do have a bonus points cash payout for all divisions. We wanted to group the divisions together in how we're going to split up the cash. So the page that you're showing right now shows the divisions set up that will participate together on how we'll split up the bonus cash. So we'll take the grand pool of bonus cash based off of where you are when you finish the tour. You'll be grouped into one of those 4 groups below, and then from there you get into your individual divisions. So those 4 groupings will decide, based off of percentage of total available players, how we'll break up all of the added cash. But within those divisions, we'll split it down top third as far as the payout of the allotted cash for those groupings. The big things that we kind of did a little bit differently, we're not calling them the same divisions as usual. We've got a mixed rookie division. This is to replace your novice division. The big thing about this division is we really want it to be for true novice players. So what we've stated is, in the fact that it's true novice, we want to make it so that you can only play in that division 2 times, regardless of your your placing in either event. If you win in that event, you automatically must move up. So we're trying to keep that a true novice, true beginner division. Now, from there, we get into the mixed recreational division, but we have lowered the cap. Whereas PDGA does 900, we're saying 880 requires you to move up. When you play intermediate, the cutoff that forces you to move up, it would usually be 935 from the PDGA. We back that down to 925. And then in the advanced division, we actually set a hard cap for rating to play in that division, and that's been set at 965. So you're at 965 or above, you got to move up. Now, one of the things that's a little different with this is that 2 wins or 2 top 3 finishes will require you to move up a division. Now, on the ladies' side, we didn't want to forget the ladies. We did put a women's amateur in there. Even though there are classifications within the women's divisions, we want to see the women's amateur grow to necessitate those extra divisions. Where it's a point series, though, for right now, we're going to keep it at just women's amateur. And then we've also got a women's pro as well. Kind of some exciting news for us. I've spoken with Chicks Chasing Chains, Nikki, and what I told her is I said, I know y'all have a bunch of weekend things that y'all try to do. Why not incorporate these tournaments into that? And so as a direct result, for you Chicks Chasing Chains ladies that are out there, there's a couple of things to take note of, not the least of which is we will honor your tags, and we're willing to do tag sort for any of the Chicks Chasing Chains women that come out to play in these events. So you get to play for your tags. That's one thing that you'll get to do. The other thing is that because it's an unsanctioned tour, we've tried to make this as cut and dry as is humanly possible. In order to play in the women's division, you must be biologically assigned as a female at birth. That's the stance that we're taking with that particular regulation. And then beyond that, I mean, it's just standard tournament play. Now, on the AM side, I want to point this out. There is no payout structure for this. If you if you get in on an amateur division, every amateur for every tournament that they play in gets a $30 voucher to the Still Banging store. Whether you come in first, whether you come in last, you'll get that voucher. You can use it at the store, at the Still Banging shop when we've got it set up. And you can hold on to those vouchers. Those vouchers are good for the entire calendar season of 2023. So as long as you spend it in 2023, you can save up on it. You play in all 6 of them. That's $180 store credit. Pretty good deal as far as that goes. All divisions will receive first place trophies as well. Now, on the pro side, we made it simple. There is no voucher to the store. Straight up, you're playing for $30 a man in the payout. And then the rest of the money goes towards trophies, admin, added cash for the total series, everything like that. So 6 events. The first one being April the 30th. That's the big one to start off with. It is singles. We've already got about 10 players signed up for it, capping these events at 72 players. So we definitely want to see some people out there. If you're on the fence about, hey, I'm thinking about playing tournament play, but I don't really want to dive into straight up PDGA play, this is the place for you. If you're the kind of person that likes to have a beer or two whenever you're playing on the course, but don't play a lot of events because, well, you like to have a couple of beers while you're playing, this is the event for you. If you're looking for some events that are on different days, that's another thing that's nice about this tournament. Most of the tournament dates will in fact be on Sundays. So if you've got that extra day off or you couldn't make it to the Saturday tournament, but you still want to get your competitive juices going, well, then that Sunday event is there for you. This first event is on a Sunday. So lots of opportunities. We will, of course, have the 50-50 CTPs. I'm also excited to announce that we've got three beer CTPs at each one that you can get in on. All of the funds that are raised from the CTPs will go towards the awesome championship trophies that we're working on that I don't really want to shed too much light on just yet, but they're awesome. And then in addition to that, if we've got it there, we'll also have some added cash to the bonus cash, things of that nature. So this is a really fun tour that doesn't have a lot of if then what that kind of stuff to it. It's just straightforward. We're going to be playing some different formats, a 2-round 2-draw A pool B pool doubles format where you'll keep your score as a single to be able to be used in that. There's also going to be a Calais tournament as well. And then for those of you that are old school golf fans, you'll probably remember this. We're also going to do a Stableford scoring match as well, which is a little bit different. There'll be some details on that as we get further into it. But bottom line to it is we're doing different formats. We're doing some different division shifting. Anti-bagger, provisions are in place. I mean, we're going to put the fun back in dysfunctional.
Well, you did forget to mention one other thing that we'll be having, and this picture might kind of jar your memory.
The ace pot. And the ace pot is going to be a rollover ace pot, just so we're clear. So if there's no ace hit during the round, then it'll go over to the next one. And then at the end of the season on the last tournament, when we go to do the players champion party and everything like that, you will be allowed to throw off one CTP throw for all remaining ace pot money for every event that you paid into the ace pot for, which is a big deal. So lots of good stuff available for that. And yes, if you're getting multiple throws, yes, you can place out multiple places as well. So that'll be a good deal as well.
I think you meant if you play multiple events, you get multiple throws. Right. Which I think I think that's awesome, because oftentimes when you do play some of these leagues and things like that, you just get that one throw. I may have done 10 of the rounds and somebody else did one and they get the exact the same amount. I don't really think that's fair, but I'm so excited about this, Matt. Like you said, sign up is ready to go on Disc Golf Scene, ready. And that course is going to be at Little E as well. With the party being at Southern Stars at the end. And I just love the fact that Southern Star has decided to join us in this first year kickoff. We also have another sponsor we might want to give a little thanks to as well. And there's Prodigy Disc Golf. They have stepped up and sent some wonderful gifts and wonderful things for us to add to this tournament format as well.
Chris, I think there's one other thing that should be thrown out there as well. At Still Banging, we, of course, have our core staff, which is a great staff, and they do a lot of good stuff. However, for those that may not be familiar with it, we also have a separate team called the Black Bear team. And the Oh, okay. Sorry. Where do you want me to go
35
back
for
to? For still banging. They are out there spreading the word and doing all the good they can for still banging. If you see any of the following players out there, you might want to talk to them. Justin McHugh, Joe Nichols, Tammy Coffey, John Bowen, and Tanner Dick, and Charles Mayo for that matter as well. Charles is the captain of the still banging Black Bears, and the other Black Bears are out there. Each one of them has a code that they can use, and you can in fact sign up with any Black Bear. And if you do so, you get a little bit of a discount on your entry fee. It actually will negate any of the processing fees going through DG Scene. Of course, we'd like you to go through DG Scene if you'd like, but if you're looking to save a couple, $3-4, you might want to consider signing up with one of them. So reach out to any one of them for details. They'll hook you up with what you need. You can sign up through them, save yourself a little bit of cash, and be ready to play the next tournament.
Man, that's awesome. Yeah, they're doing just a fabulous job, and reaching out to the Black Bear program. They'll be helping out at the tournaments as well. So always give them a thank you when you see them out there, because what they do is just amazing. Matt, do you have anything else that we need to talk about before you go this evening?
I'll give a little teaser that I'll throw out there. The Appetite for Destruction Tour, which is our PDGA tour. That show continues on. We've already held 2 of the tournaments for that tour series. The next one of those, this one might be interesting, might be a little early, but I'm going to go ahead and throw it out there anyways to wet everybody's whistle. The Houston Club Cup will be on May the 20th. This is going to be awesome. So it's going to be a PDGA C tier. We'll have a whole bunch of divisions. It'll be held at Stonebridge Church. And the cool thing about this tournament is everybody always talks about wanting to bring the city together and having some friendly competition between the clubs. Well, there's talking about it, and then there's doing it. We're going to do it. The way that it's going to work is you'll come in and declare the club that you represent, AMs and pros. Again, it's a PDGA tournament, so not a problem there. That'll feature 2 rounds of 18. And then at the end, we are going to take each club that is represented and come up with their best pro score of the day and their best AM score of the day. Their best AM and their best pro will team up together as a doubles team to play a Safari Final 9 for a brand new club trophy. This will be a traveling trophy. They're going to make this an annual event. At the end of that 9 holes, the winning club is walking home with the new Houston Club Cup, which we're working on the trophy for that. And I think we've got a really awesome idea. So I can't wait to see how that comes out. But for all you groups that are out there, I know there's a lot of pride with Northside Chain Gang, Houston Flying Disc Society, River Grove, Houston DGC. I mean, if you've got a club and you send up a couple of members, you got a chance to get in on that Final 9 and see if you can take home the bragging rights for the City of Houston Club Cup.
Chicks Chasing Chains, Southern Birdies, the ladies as well. We are all inclusive. Like to see them all out there.
Absolutely. So, but for right now, I think the big focus is on the kickoff for the Minor League Disc Golf Tour. Y'all, this is going to be a lot of fun. We've got some different interesting rules that go on that are going to make for better pace of play and a lot more fun. So we really hope to see everybody out there for it. I've already been getting a lot of questions on it. Signups are live. If you go on the Still Banging Facebook page under our events, this is set up now. It has its own event page that'll last the entire season. So if you get on there, you'll see the link for DG Scene, and it's all set to go. I can't wait to see it.
Well, Matt, thank you so much for joining us this evening, even though the light's in your back, so it's going to be kind of hard to say it's evening time. But once again, appreciate you coming on, filling everybody in about what's coming up, and we shall be in contact with you as it gets nearer.
Thanks a lot, Chris. Appreciate the Fling Show, Southern Star, Still Banging. Appreciate all the support, guys.
All right, man. You have a good night. Peace.
You too. Goodbye.
Bye. Well, all right, folks. You heard it right there. The Minor League Disc Golf Tour will be kicking off on April the 30th, as you can see right next to me. The disc golf scene has got registration open. It is a capped event, as you did here, 72. So get yourself signed up for something special. First year, cannot wait. I hope maybe you might even be able to see the shirt as I put it up. We shall see. There's the minor league disc golf shirt that we have, the tour shirt. So we'll have those available for sale as well. So you can reach out to me. And for those of y'all who are playing in the AM divisions, Still Banging is now carrying 7 different distributors disc. So you'll have lots to choose from, not only disc, but apparel and other items as well. And as Matt said, you can collect those as you go and use them at the end of the season if you're looking for something big, or you can use them as you go. We allow the player to make that decision and choice. So it should be fun. It's going to be exciting. And I am sure looking forward to it. We've been planning this, Matt and I, for almost a year now. So yeah, I really look forward to it. Now we have something a little special for you folks that we haven't had in a while. And we're going to step back and see a little bit of Cristiani and Pele. So folks, let's see what they got going on. I believe this.
Hi, players and Fling Show fans. Pele and Cristiani are back with another health tip of the week. Last week we are talking about the benefits of exploring new places. And today we're gonna explain why it's so great for your mental health. One of the main reasons to get away is to de-stress. You can relax by the pool or taking some fresh countryside air. Whatever it is, studies suggest it only takes a day or two of switching off for you to leave your troubles behind. Too much stress isn't good for your mental health, and taking a break once in a while can protect you from further mental health issues, such as depression. Visiting new places is also a great way to keep your brain active. When you are young, you are learning all the time. However, as you get older, your brain doesn't always get as much as exercise as it used to. So, your next adventure could provide the mental stimulation your brain needs to keep it ticking over. Pack your bags, don't forget your discs, and go to take care of your mental health. And that's all for today. See you next week for another travel health tip. Chin chin to the ones that never give up and go through something in the air. Love you guys. Ciao. He didn't want to go. Bye.
Oh, we love Christianity. Boy, she travels a whole lot. Wish we could all live that life. And I agree. Traveling kind of does do a little bit of the de-stressing for you. So, folks, until next week, we have just a few more things to go over. First, this weekend, thank you to Northside Chain Gang. What an incredible event that you ran up there at the Northside Christian Church Triples event. Well done. I believe there was well over 20 teams there, 40-something competitors. Just a lot of fun out there as well. I love triples. It takes the stress off of the players and just kind of allows you to throw freely. And we want to give thanks also to everyone out there who's traveling up there to Nashville, Tennessee. Y'all be careful, be safe, have fun. We'll keep our eyes out on you as well. And if any of y'all have a special player that you're really supporting this week, give a little shout out at the bottom in your comments section. That's kind of here who everyone's backing this weekend. And go Team Lone Star. Be safe out there, Terry, Travis, and the whole Lone Star family. Y'all be safe on your travels. I know y'all heading out in the morning. But the Fling Show wouldn't be the Fling Show unless we saw a couple of things, and we got to see the Mikey roll. And after that, y'all know how it goes. Hey, y'all go play disc golf. Throw something in the air. Be nice. Peace until next week. Wednesday night. Don't forget, the Fling Show's moving to Wednesday nights. See you then. Y'all have a good night, folks.